Kaspa is heating up again, and I mean really heating up. We've got back-to-back bullish setups forming, technicals flipping green, and traders whispering about a possible 17% move incoming. Could this be the comeback rally KAS holders have been waiting for? Welcome back to another episode of Gold Rush Crypto Daily, the home of real-time crypto breakdowns. Today, we're diving into Kaspa, KAS. I've got two fresh articles that paint two sides of the same coin. One calls for a bullish reversal, the other warns of cautious optimism. We'll read them live, break down the charts, and I'll tell you exactly what I think is really happening here. Before we start, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on the bell, so you don't miss when I call out the next altcoin breakout. Let's go. All right, let's start with this first piece from CoinsProbe. The headline reads, Kaspa, KAS, flashes bullish setup on lower time frame. More gains ahead? Okay, that question mark already has my attention. The cryptocurrency market is off to a strong start this week. Kaspa, KAS, has surged by more than 7% today. 7% in a single day for a Layer 1 POW project that's been bleeding for weeks? That's no small bounce. That's momentum showing up. Bump and run reversal, BARR pattern in play, rare yet reliable, marks transition from bearish to bullish. All right, let's unpack that. The bump and run reversal pattern, think of it like a slingshot. Price drops fast, the bump flattens out, and once it breaks that downtrend line, boom, it runs back up. It's a textbook reversal setup, and if this is real, we could be catching Kaspa right before its run phase. Lead-in phase started near 0.0655, bottomed around 0.048, rebounded strongly, broke the trend line, now retesting it. Classic structure: rejection, bottom, break, retest. That throwback is what separates fake breakouts from real ones. I love seeing that kind of healthy correction. At press time, KAS trades 0.054 below its 200-hour MA at 0.05646. The 200-hour moving average is like a fence. You close above it, bulls take over. Right now, KAS is peeking over that fence. If it clears $0.056 decisively, we enter what they call the uphill run phase. That's where momentum ignites. If pattern continues, target 0.06359 or 17% upside. 17% upside? I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but if this setup holds, that's a nice trade window. And you know what? I'm bullish. Kaspa loves explosive recoveries once it flips structure. If fails to break above MA, short-term pullback possible. Support at $0.050. Okay, fair. It's not moon mode yet. We still need that confirmation candle above the 200-hour MA. But as long as we stay above 5 cents, structure's bullish. So overall, CoinsProbe paints a strong short-term bullish picture. They're basically saying the bears had their fun, but structure is now shifting. I like that the analysis is backed by real chart behavior, not just hopium. But hold up. The second article takes a different tone. Let's check it out. Now we're jumping over to Captain Altcoin with this headline. Here's how high Kaspa, KAS, price could go this week. Interesting. Published not long after the first one. Let's see if they agree or if they're throwing some cold water on the hype. Kaspa price hasn't had the easiest few weeks. Dropped from 0 at 12 to 0.05. Flash crash below 0.01. Oof. That flash crash was brutal. Remember that candle? Pure liquidation cascade, but the rebound was just as quick. That's typical crypto overreaction. ProBit Global decided to delist Kaspa, deposits and trading stopped Oct 10, withdrawals close Nav 10. That explains part of the pressure. A delisting always hurts sentiment short term, but ProBit isn't exactly Binance. Kaspa still has liquidity on Whitebit and Swissborg, so no existential threat here. Kaspa's BlockDAG network achieving sub-10-second finality. Now this is bullish. BlockDAG is Kaspa's secret weapon. It's basically proof of work running at near proof of stake speeds. Sub 10-second finality means transactions confirm faster than most L1s. That's huge for usability and miner confidence. Trend still bearish, rejection at 0.1006, resistance 0.055. Okay, so they're leaning cautious. But wait, 0.055 is the same level CoinsProbe mentioned as the 200-hour MA. So both analysts are watching the same critical zone. That's confluence, baby. Support $0.048, next at 0.043 and 0.04. Those levels make sense. That 0.048 zone has been defending since September. If bulls hold that floor, it's game on. RSI near 38. Bearish but not oversold. Open interest down from 700 meters to 230 meters. So RSI 38 means we're cooling off. Room for another dip, sure, but also room for a bounce. And open interest collapsing like that? That's a reset. Leverage flushed out must by healthier market structure. Smart money usually steps in when the tourists leave. MACD histogram shrinking, selling pressure losing intensity. There it is, momentum turning neutral. Combine that with the bar pattern from Article 1, and you've got early bullish divergence. That's when the big moves start forming. So Captain Altcoin is more cautious, calling this a cooling off period, but ironically their data supports a bullish reversal soon. Open interest flush, MACD turning, RSI bottoming. That's literally what you see before a trend reversal. They're seeing the storm pass, but I'm seeing sunlight behind it. All right, let's piece this together. CoinsProbe says the bar pattern is signaling a reversal. Targets around 0.0635. Captain Altcoin says the market's cooling, but momentum is resetting. To me, both are right. They're just looking at different time frames. Short term, Kaspa still needs to clear 0.055 to flip bullish confirmation. But technically, it's already doing what strong reversals do. Flush liquidity, retest support, and reload. I think once we get a daily close above 0.0565s, boom, we target 0.065 next, then 0.07, and if momentum carries into next week, the 0.08 range isn't crazy. Remember, Kaspa has real fundamentals. A working network that's fast, decentralized, and POW-based. That's a rare combo in this market. Bottom line, 3 things to watch this week. 1. That 0.055 to 0.056 breakout zone. 2. RSI and MACD. Are they flipping up? 3. Network stats, block DAG transaction speed, and miner activity. If all 3 align, Kaspa could be on the verge of a bullish run that nobody saw coming. So what do you think? Is Kaspa ready to break out or just faking the move? Drop your thoughts below. And as always, remember this is just my opinion based on these articles and my analysis. This is not financial advice. Always DYOR and never invest more than you can afford to lose. I'll be tracking the chart through the week. If we see that confirmation close, expect an emergency update here on the channel. So make sure you're subscribed and drop a Kaspa in the comments if you think Kaspa's back on track. Until next time, this is Gold Rush signing off. Stay sharp, stay bullish, and catch the next wave.